If we look at the history of the rivalry, Shafter has 43 wins, Wasco has 42 wins, and there's been 5 ties, 43, 42, and 5. This is the 91st game between Shafter and Wasco. They started in 1933.
Well, you know, these two towns are just about 5 miles apart, and it is a hatred, for lack of a better word, but between these two. It is the biggest thing in town.
Well, I will say this, Wasco has won 10 straight against the Shafter Generals in this famous rivalry game to look at.
This Wasco team is full of a lot of good seniors. This is a team that has never lost to Shafter at the varsity level in a decade. So
in a decade, and we'll talk about that more often. Very excited. I think we've been waiting for this all year when we put out the schedule of games that we're going to live stream. I don't think anything compares to the Shafter-Wasco rivalry. We'll talk about this all night.
You know, and obviously there is not a seat in the house, and there's not very much room to stand anywhere in the stadium.
I know these Wasco seniors don't want to be the team that gives up this 10-year drought, and Shafter wants to be the team that changes that. And looking for history right here are the Shafter Generals as they're trying to look at end a 10-year drought or a decade of domination, as Wasco called it, over them. And Lopez once again on that toss sweep leading out with their quarterback, and they get the initial contact by the Shafter Generals, and it's going to be a turnover on downs, and it looks like number 18, that is Gerardo Lara, is celebrating, and he was in on some of that early contact, and this is exactly what Shafter wants to do, is get a stop at the midfield with good field possession. Aguilar back, finds his man again, Jackson Sanchez, and then we're going to be saying that combination all night tonight. Pedro Avila to the left, once again going in motion. Shafter General and Alex Aguilar is reading that, and that's number 18, Gerardo Lara, in for a Shafter touchdown, and they are on the board. And just like that, quick game going on here. It's all Shafter early on. Nonetheless, here comes Wasco back in this double wing, and they're going to see if they can get something in motion. Going to put the Hankins in motion, and his passes to number 7, Don Smith. Nonetheless, Aguilar again in the gun, and he holds on to it. And man, ladies and gentlemen, watch out. One of the best athletes in Kern County. He does a little wave, and we're going to see if that comes back, because it's a little bit of a taunt. Look at the white hat, see what they confirm. The white hat does throw it up, and it is a Shafter touchdown. If I'm reading that, 13-14. I would call it the 14, and double wing Wasco Tigers come out again, and they're rumbling around. Aguilar looking to get more points since his guy Jackson Sanchez, and they're probably going to use him somewhere to get him out in space. And there goes Aguilar again, and lo and behold, Aguilar to Jackson Sanchez. As I said, they're going to try and use him on a little rollout.
Well, Wasco went to a man-to-man defense here inside their own red zone.
Single wing. Rolling out to the right. That's number 7, Don Smith. Gets out of bounds, trying to make sure that he's okay. The game, not the clock issues that are going on. Toss goes out to the mountain man, Jeremiah Johnson, on the pitch. That's number 3, Sebastian Tavares. Sebastian Tavares, 38 tackles on the season coming into tonight. We haven't seen that all night. And nonetheless, they have a wide receiver. Ball's on the ground. Ball's on the ground. Ball's still going around. Oh, and it looks like Wasco retains it.
Well, that's the good news. The bad news is they lost about 8 or 9 yards.
Yeah. 18, and they're going to take another chance running the post across the middle. Ball is on the ground. Ball is on the ground. Who lands on it? Can't tell who's on it. The white hat still hasn't made a decision. and it's going to be Wasco ball, and Wasco searching for answers like that, going to the half. It's going to be Shafter 19, Wasco 7. Per se. Single lean, get to the right, getting a little unbalanced. Ooh. Kind of a reverse.
That was a shovel pass. That should be an incompletion, yeah. The referee got it right.
They're going to get it on there. Ball ends up on the ground.
Trying to get a little tricky there. Mix things up.
I love the shuffle. Ball's on the ground. Ball's on the ground. It looks like Wasco. Nope. It's going to be Shafter, I think, is going to get that ball. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, number 18, Gerardo Lara with the fumble recovery.
Yeah, that took a little extra time.
Absolutely. Jackson Sanchez on the slant. And he's spinning. And Jackson Sanchez, ladies and gentlemen, what a play.
Great job at making the catch, absorbing the contact, spinning like Chuck Foreman off of it, and getting a huge first down for the General.
Move. Here comes Shafter again. Reading it. And it's Aguilar again. And he's going to go in. And a very much needed touchdown.
Boy, some clutch conversions over there by the Shafter Generals. Some good throwing by Aguilar. Good play, obviously, there by Sanchez.
27-7 right now. 1 minute, 12 seconds left in third quarter. And here
Shafter rolled the safety over there.
Shafter rolled the safety over the top. And that is a big sack by number 45. And that is going to be Jacob Espinoza with a big Shafter General sack. You can throw it, you can do that. 4 hands go up right now. It's the end of the third quarter. And right now, Shafter is starting to feel some of this. First time they haven't felt in a decade. Receivers to the far side. Villagrán goes out in motion, and this RPO right here, and almost a touchdown if he stays on his feet.
That play has killed Wasco all night long.
Right here, Shafter is going to have all the momentum in the world going on there. Aguilar with the fake, and again, it's Alex Aguilar with a touchdown. This game's starting to get out of hand. I know if Shafter gets the ball back, they're going to try and make this 40-7 and keep building on the lead that they have. And the ball's off, and it's landing short. And it's going to be number 3, Arturo Romero. He's going to have the ball. And big play after big play going on there. And a big tackle. Number 29, Jordan Odom.
They do have one-on-one at the top.
Don Smith is trying to get out there. He's going to take another shot. Jackson Sanchez playing good defense right there. And this is one thing they just don't want to be. And see Don Smith that's on the ground, a lot of pressure. Throughout, Wasco is going to have those tough times whenever they see that they may have lost that. Nonetheless, a little RPO action, and it's Aguilar again to number 21, Pedro Avila, who's had a nice game.
There's no breaks, so they'll keep up this pace and keep working it. And Wasco's got to keep playing hard.
I think Shafter's been on the raw end of some of those scores. I've looked at some scores from a few years ago. 2011, Wasco 69, Shafter 13, 63-17, 56-3. I think if they had the opportunity, like we see right here, Aguilar getting around, demonstrating that he is the best quarterback in Kern County, is Alex Aguilar. Nonetheless, a little toss sweep again. A big play on the backside right there. That's number 88. That's Cody Wilson. Nothing Shafter wants more here than a big stop.
But this rivalry.
Aguilar on the double move. And a big play still taking place, and they're still fighting for yardage. And Aguilar again. Aguilar to Isaac Enriquez with a big first down.
Wondering where he'll fit in, and on the same thing on the other side.
There goes
the
Alex
Shafter
Aguilar
kids.
again, ladies and gentlemen. And I can feel the energy on this side. Shafter's been waiting for this moment for a decade.
Well, the Wasco stands are starting to empty.
Absolutely. We're on a running clock, 3:35. And onside recovery, and it's Gears. Just when you think it can't get any worse for the Wasco Tigers.
Well, like we said, I don't think hate is too strong a word to use between these two teams in this rivalry.
Counting. I think they're going to take one knee. All of Kern County's watching this, something special.
That's going to do it.
They're going to take a knee. And it's madness. It's craziness. It's how they ended. And they're going to line it up. Shafter's going crazy. And deservedly so.
Fireworks are going off.
Fireworks going off.
All right, here come the stands emptying onto the field.
Seniors, this is how a senior class should be let out of a regular season. Congratulations on not only doing what we did tonight, but truly being life is right now because we are beating the crap out of Wasco.
This is the air I breathe. This is the air I breathe. Your holy presence living in me. This is my daily bread. This is my daily bread. Your very word spoken to me. And I'm desperate for you. This is the air I breathe. This is the air I breathe. Your holy presence living in me. This is my daily bread. Your very word spoken to me, and I'm desperate for you. I'm lost without you. I'm desperate for you. I'm lost without you. And I'm desperate for you. And I'm lost without you. I'm lost without you. I'm lost without you. I'm lost without you, Father. I'm lost without you. This is the air I breathe. This is the